heard you talk about the other day. I watched one of your interviews on a podcast. You talked about how, you went into the SEALs for a while. You had a moment. Everything changed. Can you share a little bit what that was like? You kind of came to yourself and
Yeah.
why, when, where, and what happened there.
Yeah, so I was training with special force, like, people who were in special forces when I was in boot camp. So when you sign up for boot camp, you gotta pick your job. In boot camp, I trained and I tried out for the SWIC program, which was the guys who drove the boats for the Navy SEALs. But, we trained in the morning, and then we did the regular workouts with the regular guys in my department. And, I was about 2 weeks away. I was motivated. I was, like, kinda like, my drill instructor's, favorite class favorite kind of, I was just really trying to do my best, and then I had this moment when I was sitting there, in my rack one night where I felt like God showed me my life, and I've been doing music since I was a kid. My mother, she's an amazing singer, and, my life and my testimony, it was just a crazy journey of just, trying to figure it out. Young man, in San Diego, and then joining the Navy after high school, having no real options, and then I was laying there, and I remember it was like the first time God really spoke to me, and he showed me my life, and he showed me as this young kid on stage singing, and then when I was in the Jabberwockies and dancing hip hop and I had a scholarship for ballet and I was just in performing arts growing up, and then it was like God showed me, he's like, this is what I made you for. Like, this is what you're made for. And it was like this thing of seeing, like, man, if I go through with this training, if I continue to go through the SEAL program, do SWIC or do buds and really empty myself to become this machine that you need to be in the military, um, it was like that I was gonna lose that part of me, and so it really scared me, and, it's part of my testimony, but I dropped out of the program 2 weeks before we went off to buds. My drill instructors, they grilled me for, like, 2 hours, working me out, like, "You don't wanna be a quitter, Ellis?" And I was like, "I think I heard God. I think I'm supposed to sing music." And then, fast forward, what, almost that was 20 that was 2009? 2000 no, yeah, 2000 I'm sorry, 2006. 2006, and from that moment, I said, "Alright, God, I'm gonna trust this thing that I felt." It wasn't I was it wasn't I wasn't at a church, it was literally God showing me my purpose, and so I've been just trusting that all these years.